After weeks of claim and counterclaim, dire warnings of financial Armageddon, isolation from our European partners, and the UK seeing even more migrants trying to cross the Channel, we are just days away from the vote that will shape the future of the country for decades to come. The TV debates, hustings, PR stunts with open-top buses, VIP visits involving high visibility jackets and some bizarre celebrity endorsements are nearing an end, and it's finally decision day. So, how has the campaign shaped up in Kent, a county at the front line in the debate? It wasn't too much of a surprise to see the Prime Minister David Cameron head down from London to bang the drum for the Remain camp. He used his visit to the Shepherdine Brewery in Faversham to underline that the prospects for the Kent economy hinged on the UK remaining part of the single market. Next up in the Remain campaign were the Chancellor George Osborne and an unlikely ally, the former Labour Chancellor Alistair Darling. The pair forged an unusual alliance to launch the Brexit budget in Ashford, an ominous document spelling out the disastrous consequences of a vote to leave. Mr Osborne, with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer, warned a Leave vote could jeopardise the money put aside for Operation Stack and the planned new Thames crossing. Last but not least for Remain, Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt visited Chatham to voice his concerns that the NHS would be in a critical condition after a Brexit. He touched a nerve with a warning that a Leave vote could mean less money for vital frontline NHS services.
We need to fund the NHS. We're going to have 1 million more over 70s by the end of this Parliament.
Yeah, you're going to have a few million more migrants, if we say, in the EU.
Well, the people from the EU who use the NHS, we can recharge the cost of that care to their home country. As far as the NHS is concerned, our big worry is that if we had Brexit, we'd have a recession, and then just a small reduction in our GDP would mean a lot less money going into public services, and that could make life very, very tough on the front line. The wrong way to deal with immigration is to trash the British economy.
And finally, it was all aboard the UKIP bus for Farage and his team of trusty Brexit supporters. It being UKIP, there was a carnival atmosphere as his specially painted purple bus travelled from Ramsgate to Sittingbourne. Well, the stakes couldn't be higher in this campaign for Britain to stay or leave the EU. Nigel Farage is back in Ramsgate. Familiar territory for him, drumming up support for the Out campaign. This time, unlike last time, he's hoping for a win. And there were the inevitable pit stops at a few pubs along the way. But with the jolly mood and jokes, he had a few serious messages to impart, unsurprisingly, about immigration. You wouldn't be surprised to hear that the topic that most concerns people is immigration either.
Well, of course it is. Kent's on the front lines. Kent's on the front lines of legal immigration and, of course, illegal immigration too. And I think people feel that they've been let down by governments who never explained to them what free movement within the European Union would actually mean to their lives. And as far as illegal immigration is concerned, and the situation at Dymchurch and elsewhere, well, frankly, our government is pathetic.
Do we want our country back? Yeah! Are we going to win this referendum next Thursday?
What I'm supporting is us governing our own country. We didn't do badly for 1,000 years until we joined the European Economic Community, and I want that control of our lives back, our democracy back, our borders back, our self-confidence back, and I believe that following a vote for Brexit, we'll all walk down the street, half an inch taller, feeling a bit prouder about who we are.
And it seemed he was winning over supporters to the Brexit cause.
I think I'll go with you. You've broken my
I didn't even buy you a pint. How about that?
But it was more than simply meeting fans. He said the referendum on whether to stay or leave offered the voters the chance to take back control over the country's destiny. But there's been great speculation about what an out vote would actually mean for Britain. When questioned, Farage replied with, "The only guarantee is that if we vote for Brexit, we are back in charge of the country." Polls have suggested the gap between the two sides is narrowing, but we'll have to wait till Thursday to see the final result. So the campaigners and politicians have had their say. Now it's time for yours. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.